The final segment of the show for today. We're talking to Dr. Leonard Madu, and the topic is the Republic of South Sudan a year after independence. And Dr. Madu, I might add that this is a very, very grim story in reference to some of the things that people have hoped for such a long time, that is to have independence in South Sudan. But go on, let's talk about what happened to the money, all of this money.
That's correct. Now, you can already see the effect of that 4 billion on the budget. Doesn't take a fool to realize that. 2 billion last year, 6.4 billion this year. So that tells you a whole lot there.
A lot of money's gone.
Exactly, a lot of money is gone there. And that $4 billion, can you imagine what it could do? It can turn the whole South Sudan into heaven. In a few months, it can build the whole schools the state needs. It can build the whole hospitals the state needs. You can hire the whole doctors the state needs. Can build the best roads the state needs. But then it has been siphoned off by 75 individuals known to the government. That's the funny thing here. Okay, known to the government. And like you said, where does that money go to? That money ends up in foreign banks, not in the domestic bank in their own countries. Most of the time, because the money is stolen, they don't keep it there in case they're out of government or they're overthrown or something happens. People don't get their hands on it. So that money ends up in foreign banks. A few years ago, about 7 years ago or so, the president of Equatorial Guinea, Obiang, was found to have almost $500 million at Riggs Bank under his own signature.
Okay. $500 million.
Yeah, himself.
$500 million.
That's correct.
That over his signature he could touch in a real sense.
Exactly, whenever he wants to. At Riggs Bank, that's part of the problem why Riggs Bank got in trouble when FBI and they started investigating it. Yeah, that's part of Riggs' problem why he got shut down and all this. Yeah, that kind of thing. That's exactly happened. They put it in the bank here, Chase Manhattan, you name it, or Barclays in London or Paris. And who is benefiting from it? The people where that money is put, okay? The banks are getting what? Interest.
Interest, yes,
okay, certainly. All that. And the bank can loan out that money to their own people in their own country, instead of the country where the money comes from. See, that's the big problem with all that money being siphoned, away from Africa.
It's the people's money that's sent somewhere else to
benefit other people.
Other folks.
Yes, not the people who own the money.
It's like my mother used to say, called fattening frogs for snakes. In a real sense, they're using the money that